If they're hating on you, it's probably because you're doing something right. It's almost like feedback from society of, am I crushing it or not? So the more success you get, the more hatred you get. And I have to ask you, how comfortable are you with that? Are you willing to be hated? Are you willing to get people peanut butter and jealous of your success? Or are you so afraid of not appeasing everybody? Are you so in that nice guy mentality that you're afraid to be successful because you don't want the haters? Haters will come. It's an inevitable part of being successful, and you have to understand it's a comment about them. It's not a comment about you.
The Unapologetic Man Podcast.
It's the guy who works on himself, who invests in himself, who understands that he has more work to do to get to the level that he wants to get to, who reaches success in life. And you are probably that guy. Now, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because the more successful you become, the more haters you're going to get along the way. In fact, a wise mentor told me once, he's like, Mark, if you don't have a pretty substantial amount of haters, you're not that successful. The tallest poppy always gets cut. Have you ever heard that term? It means that in the poppy fields, the tallest ones always get cut down. That's a reference to how people who accelerate in life, all your successful pickup artists, people who reach monetary success, whatever it is that somebody's going for, they always get hatred. Look at LeBron James, one of the most hated people in the world. Even Michael Jordan got a ton of hate. Even Messi, one of the most humble people in the world, gets mountains of hate. The tallest poppy always gets cut. And here's something else a different mentor told me. He said, Mark, if they're hating on you, it's probably because you're doing something right. And really think about that. If you're not really affecting the world, or if you're not really kicking so much ass, nobody's really going to hate on you, right? Everybody's going to support you. Even your own family gets intimidated by your success. This is why oftentimes when people give you advice, say, for example, you want to go take a risk or start a business, people will often give you advice to keep you where you are. They'll be like, nah, man, you shouldn't do that. Like, what if it fails? What if you get hurt? And oftentimes it comes from love, but even more than that, it comes from their scarcity mentality. They wouldn't do it, so they don't want you to do it. Failures like company. If you become successful with girls, you're going to get hate. If you become monetarily successful, you're going to get hate. If you do anything in the public eye whatsoever, you are going to get hate, brother. You might even get death threats like I do. Literally, boys, on Instagram, I get death threats. Now, we have to understand that the reason people are going to hate on you is because ultimately they're really unhappy. And what are they? They're peanut butter and fucking jealous. They're jealous of your success. They wish they could be like you. They will never admit it to you, but they actually kind of love you, bro. They're kind of obsessed with you. And this is the way I think about my haters. They kind of want to be you, brother. They kind of want to experience what you're experiencing. They never, ever tell you that. Instead, they get angry because you're doing so well, and then they lash out at you because they want to bring you down to their low vibrating level. So what you have to consider it is a compliment. This is why on every Instagram post that I get that has hatred in it, and by the way, I don't even read my Instagram posts. I have assistants who do it. I don't give a what you say. And in fact, I kind of like it because it shows me exactly where you're at in life. But ultimately, you kind of have to take it as a compliment. Because in today's day and age, unfortunately, if they're not hating on you, you're probably not that successful. And as sad as that is, I almost feel like bad saying that. It's the truth of it. There's so many low vibrating people in this society. There's so many unintelligent people who are just failing in life that when they see you, if they're not affected by you and hating on you, you're not really being polarizing enough. You're not really doing enough. You're not really getting up to that next level. Now, when you think that way, you can actually take the hatred as a compliment. If they're hating on you, it's probably because you're doing something right. It's almost like feedback from society of, am I crushing it or not? So the more success you get, the more hatred you get. And I have to ask you, how comfortable are you with that? Are you willing to be hated? Are you willing to get people peanut butter and jealous of your success? Or are you so afraid of not appeasing everybody? Are you so in that nice guy mentality that you're afraid to be successful because you don't want the haters? Haters will come. It's an inevitable part of being successful. And you have to understand it's a comment about them. It's not a comment about you. What's up, brother? Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. To watch the full podcast episode, click here. And before you go, if you're feeling extra generous, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me in the algorithm. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Unapologetic Army.